Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Camilo. Thank you for coming back to my channel and checking it out. Today I'm going to give you guys an update exactly where I'm at with my Amazon FBA store. Let's get into it. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Camilo and welcome to my channel, Camilo Reviews. I am a husband, father, military veteran, DJ, and entrepreneur. Let's go check it out. Alright, cool. Let's get straight into it. So, want to give everybody an update. As of now, I have not made any sales. I don't have any inventory. I'm not officially live yet. However, I have a timeline of events that I want to give you guys down to the days in which, since I've handed over my account up until now, everything I've gone through. But I do have inventory basically in transit over to the company's warehouse, which, after they verify, pick, pack, and ship it, and I'm imagining the UPC codes and not only just my inventory, but probably other clients, it will then be sent over to Amazon's warehouse, which at that time, then I will have the inventory ready to sell because it'll be in the warehouse, and then I'll be able to actually go live and sell. I'll be giving you guys an update. So, that's the punchline. That's where I'm at. I want to give you guys a backdrop. I want to apologize for not, it's been 2 weeks, but I'm not going to keep, giving you guys content of no update. So, apologize this last go. It's been 14 days, but what I've done is I've given you guys a timeline from when I actually gave up my user and password over to the company, relinquished my Amazon Seller Central account over to them back on January 17th up until now. So that's what I'm going to give you guys. For those of you that maybe are on the fence waiting to pull the trigger, or maybe just a week or two or a month behind me, this is what you should anticipate. So let's get right into it. Like I said, back on January 17th, I relinquished my account over to them. One big thing happened. On the back end, the VA manager was able to, I had to add him, give him permission, give him rights to basically, post pictures of, do anything to my store as if it's me. Basically, I give him rights to do all that, access everything, buy on my behalf, update, pictures and pricing and everything in my store on the back end that needs to be done. So that was the biggest thing that, the ball was in motion. From the 17th up until February 4th, it was a little bit slow. That was a waiting period for me. I just had to put my seatbelt on and wait for the team to either say, hey, you're live, or we bought inventory, and that was a waiting game for me. I did receive an email from the team back on February 4th saying, hey, you gave us your account number for your seller's license for California, but the supplier needs an actual copy of it, PDF'd. So I scanned it, PDF'd over to them, because the supplier that they were dealing with, they wanted a wet signature from me on the application. If I am going to buy product from that entity. So that was reassuring to know that it was legitimate, reputable supplier. They're like, hey, if you want to do business, then don't just fill out this online application and slide it through. We're gonna need your seller's certificate, seller's license, and a copy of it on file, for legitimacy. As well as a wet signature. So it was pretty cool to see that, as well as get a snapshot of the type of product it is, because that's sort of dictating the niche for my store initially. So that's what I did back on the 4th. Back on the 5th, the team reached out to me again and said, hey, you got crazy security, authenticator app, backups to backups to backups. For your Google account, you need to give us the PIN so we could actually access it and get in. So I did that on the 5th. Again, like I was talking about the application, on February 6th is when I received the application from one of the suppliers. I was beginning to fill it out and I discovered a typo. So I sent it back to the company. They slept on it for a few days, updated it, and I kicked it back to them on the 8th. On the 10th is when I finally said, hey guys, listen, I gave you all the information back on January 17th. Today is February 10th. I need an update. And that's when they explained the process a little bit more of, once they purchase product inventory from the suppliers, they don't just unload with $10,000 worth of, I don't know, Billabong sandals and cross your fingers and wait for it to sell. Because if it doesn't, you're out a lot of money. What they do is they purchase the samples, just a few at a time. And this is something that I researched before I ever bought into an Amazon automation company. It's a smart thing to do. You want to test the market, because the sample that you buy, the way it comes from the supplier, is the same way that your customer, when they purchase it from your store, is going to receive it. Now, if there's a difference in what they think they're purchasing from the picture to what they receive, guess what's going to happen? There's going to be a return. That's not what you want in your store. I think that messes with the algorithm, with the metrics, on top of, maybe your 5-star reviews. And then now you're starting to get inundated with returns. That's not what you want. So right now, or back on like the beginning of the month, what they were doing is they were probably purchasing samples, staging for the inventory purchase. And they're verifying it. Everything was legit. It's what they wanted for the niche for my store. And then once everything got, cleared, they properly updated it to my Amazon Seller Central account, which right now I got a few products. I don't want to show you guys because it's my niche, and I'm gonna protect that for now. But there's a few products on there, but it says in orange, out of stock, meaning Amazon doesn't have it at their warehouse yet. So although it's listed on my seller account, I'm not live yet. It's not ready to purchase by a customer from Amazon yet. It will be. So they're staging it, and it's exciting to see those updates. Excuse me, I've been sick for the last couple weeks on and off. This sickness has been going around the shop, so I apologize. But let's get back to this timeline. So the application was sent back on February 6th. There was a typo. I kicked it back. Boom, boom. I started asking questions around the 15th, like, hey, with the VA manager, which I want to add, anytime I've had any concerns or had any questions, the VA managers, he's always got back to me via email. He doesn't work the weekends. It seems like he waits till Monday morning, but I do receive an email back at like 6 a.m. So no complaints there. Anytime I have a question, he's quick to answer and lays it out. So I said, hey, what's going on with my account? I gave you everything on the 17th of January. Today's the 15th of February. How much more longer? So basically, let me give you exactly verbatim what he told me in this last email, because I'm going to give it to you guys right. Shoot, where exactly are we at? So basically he said, we already sent a purchase order to the supplier, and they're waiting for verification of the final price from the supplier. So right now we're waiting on them to get back to us on the pricing. At that point, we'll go ahead and pull the trigger and purchase it. I imagine the inventory is going to then go over to the company's warehouse, which they verify, probably pick UPC. Like everything that Amazon does, they do. It's probably cheaper in bulk. They have the system already, well versed, and make sure that everything is UPC, packaged properly, so on and so forth, and then everything gets sent over to Amazon's warehouse, where at that point inventory is checked in, it's referenced with me and my account, and at that point they have it, boom, and I could actually start selling. So what is cool is that I do have a snapshot. I already have the verbiage and the pictures of the products, and it's pretty cool on Amazon Seller Central account where you could see what from my invoices, which I'll get there here in a second. I want to make a comment about that. But what I purchased it for, what I'm selling it for, ballpark, and the Seller Central account gives you an idea of what it's going to cost for expenses to pick, pack, and ship, all of that. So you can sort of dictate what your profit margin is going to be on maybe your first item. So if you could do the math on one and then multiply that times thousands of them, which potentially that's where I want to take the store. You could do some quick math to get an idea pending everything sells. So getting back to my point before I lose it, I just want to stress, when the company does purchase inventory, what you want to push for is that inventory is in your name, those invoices. So I receive them, to my account in my name, my company's LLC name. That way at the end of the year, I can account for them for tax purposes. I'm up in the air as to whether I want to do my taxes monthly, quarterly, or annually, or go with a third party service, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with TaxJar. This is not a plug. I was turned on to it from a buddy. He has a business as well, automated. And we were chopping it up, and it's like $17 a month. And it's a good idea to be able to track, all your taxes. It does it automatically for all the states. So I'm gonna look into it a little bit more. That might be an option for me, depending on how hairy it goes. This is wholesale FBA. I imagine with FBM, which is essentially drop shipping, you're gonna need for sure something like that, because you're selling all across the board. But even for FBA wholesale, something like a program like that is, I presume, dynamite. So I'm gonna look into that a little bit more. I'll be giving you guys an update. If anyone out there has any recommendations for FBA wholesale with taxes, whether it's smart for myself to make a spreadsheet, because I have a few of them already, to do them monthly, quarterly, get with my CPA annually, shoot me a text or drop it in the comment below. I would appreciate that, because that's sort of where I'm at right now, and I don't want to get screwed with taxes. The IRS does not play, so that's sort of where I'm at. But the last time I responded to the company was February 17th, which was yesterday. And basically that whole process of inventory arriving at their warehouse and then going over to making its way to Amazon is going to take about another week. They said more than a week. So what that means, I have no idea. I'll be giving you guys an update here, again, another video in 7 days. I'll make it a week. I apologize for keeping you guys hanging, for leaving you guys hanging. And that's pretty much it. That's where I'm at. I want to give you guys an update. I'm content with the service so far. I understand that there's clients lined up right now with automation companies. There's a competitor from up north, Canada, and I talk to people that have already bought and paid for other companies. So I know what's in their contracts. I know what they're telling me, and it's bottlenecking everywhere. It's backed up. People are, these companies are having to hire more VAs. This whole Amazon FBA automation is really taking off. There's a gentleman that he's waiting a month for. He paid a lot of money, more than the company that I'm with, and he's still waiting for a callback, and it's been 30 days, to begin the onboarding process. So that's how backed up it is. It is what it is. So, with my company at my level, plus or minus a few weeks, I could have patience. You know, I'd be a little bit upset if it's been a month and I haven't got a call back. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to give you guys an update, keep you guys in the loop. You know, please, if you haven't, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. You know, I want to give the truth for, are you guys thinking of, you know, diving in and joining Amazon FBA automation? You know, I got a few guys that I talked to. You know, one of them just started a channel, an Amazon journey, and you know, they're documenting it, because there's not too many of us that are simply pressing record from the comfort of their home. You know, so I wanted to continue to give it to you guys as honest and transparent as possible. So that's the purpose of why I began this. I didn't really see anybody else doing it, but I'm going to continue to bring it to you guys as honest as possible. And like I said, let the chips fall where they fall. So you know, until then, till next time, I hope you guys, you know, hang in there. And 2020 is still going to be a great year. You know, I got my second win. I was thinking twice about it for some time, a little bit irritated with this process. I didn't anticipate it taking this long, but I ain't going anywhere. You know, I bought in, and I'm putting my seatbelt on, and I'll continue to update you guys with most definitely, once I go live and my first sale, there'll be a lot of good videos to follow. So keep it short and sweet. Until then, thank you very much for your time. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call, send me an email, or however you want to do it. I prefer video chat or a phone call. Email is a little bit too old school for me now. You know, I prefer talking to someone, and I think that's as efficient as you get, that or video chat. So I'm always open. I'm always welcome to drop some knowledge on any questions you guys have. So please continue to send them my way. And for those of you that, you know, that have been texting me and calling me, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys' comments. And, you know, just good luck to you guys in 2020. Make it the best that you can. So until next time, we'll talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.